Sometimes you read the paper and watch the news, and it seems like there's more bad news than good in the world. But you know what? It's just not true.
I at least can hold on to something, that there's something, maybe it's small, but there's something that I'm doing to make a difference.
It's just a feeling that you have. If you can help people, you have to. There's no alternative.
Every child has potential that we just can't know. And so, to my mind, that's what we're doing. We are saving potential for the future.
The danger in the story you're about to see is that you might not see the forest for the trees. 40 years ago, a teenager from Los Angeles began organizing thousands of people to plant trees to restore the forests around Los Angeles that were being killed by the smog that engulfed the city. To date, Andy Lipkiss and his organization TreePeople have planted more than 2 million trees, and the air is improving. But that is the trees. The forest is far more remarkable.
Skipping just like the stones the voices echoed across the way.
Kids are the change agent. We have this misconception that, that we educate them because they're going to do things in the future. They are the change agents now. They take the message home. In a city like Los Angeles, these kids translate into 120 different languages.
It's a secret, okay? Do you guys want to know what the secret is? Yeah. Oh, are you sure? Yeah. Okay. What does it say? It says, there is a forest in our city.
The great truth that can be obscured by TreePeople's singular accomplishments is that Andy Lipkiss has found a way through the bewildering wilderness of the urban environment to discover a solution to climate change.
Nature's river, okay?
We are in this new state with not the future threat of climate change. We're having extreme weather in terms of flooding, heat, drought, fire. More people are being displaced every year. The economic toll is huge.
Climate change is happening, and we need to adapt to it.
Everyone say mulch.
The amount of rain we're seeing, the intensity of the rain we're seeing is different.
We have the opportunity to fix this, but we got to move into this space of collaboration.
And the way we adapt to it is by transforming how we plan, how we develop, how we evolve as a community.
So right now we're in Queen Park. This is a community park in the city of Inglewood. We're with the Social Justice Learning Institute and TreePeople and some other different organizations. We've put in a community garden, some extra shade trees, and it's really a place for our community members to just come, learn about healthy food, learn how to grow it, learn about tree care, and have a good time.
And since 2011, we've given away over 3,600 fruit trees.
So the tree is this beautiful multitasking machine. It's air, it's water, it's nutrients, it's shade, it's protection, it's oxygen, it's habitat, it's pollinators, it's all there.
They have their body of work that they do with TreePeople, focusing on water and trees. We have our focus of energy, which is in social justice of all kinds. When we come together and you have all that energy in one space, change can happen.
Yeah. So what we're doing now is we are making mulch. And that woman in the green wig, she's Dr. Dirt. Is this stuff good for our trees? Yeah, awesome. All right, let's go ahead and keep following our river.
So the kids have followed the water through the natural ecosystem, learn how it's filtered, slowed, cleaned by the leaves, the mulch, absorbed in the aquifer. They're now seeing what the difference is between water that's flowed through nature and water that's flowed through the city. And they're about to learn how that same rainfall falling on the same ground that's now the city picks up pollutants, gets washed underground, and then it's all lost. It's all lost and winds up in the ocean polluted.
here on the side. You guys, that is a storm drain, okay? Remember that big tunnel we walked through? Yeah. Well, this is what it looks like on the sides of our streets. Now, where do our storm drains lead? Who knows?
Oh, to the ocean.
To the ocean, but before the ocean, it hits that, what is it? What does it hit that big river? Yes, the LA River. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, check it out. What do you guys think if a piece of trash was here? Andy's got some trash for us. He's gonna put some in there.
This is like the trash you put even on your own driveway, sidewalk in your neighborhood, and all of that. The water gets picked up. Now, the water didn't used to run off. It used to soak into the leaves.
So follow Andy over
come
here.
over here. We're gonna look underground through this. So there goes the trash. You see it floating by. There it is. There it goes.
There it
There it's going down.
There it goes.
I never got to see.
Some is coming by. There you go. Look. See that piece of shiny stuff?
Buddy,
It's on
2
its
feet
way.
on the floor. Do you guys see the trash? It's still coming through the LA River on this side. Yeah.
We have to fix our city and our homes because when we lose all that water, we pollute the ocean. And what happens to the fish?
They die.
Yeah, exactly. But we're also losing the water that we need to drink, use, feed our families.
85% of the water we get into Los Angeles comes from somewhere else. Every time we have rain, half an inch of rain, over 2 to 3 billion gallons of water is wasted down the LA River all the way to the ocean, carrying pollution and waste. So for us, that's the imbalance that we have to address.
A large oak tree, like we have in the natural landscapes here, 100 feet in diameter, that space under the tree, that can hold 57,000 gallons of water from a flash flood.
Should we make it rain at this house, you guys?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now watch with your eyes. What happens to the rainwater?
And it's coming down that pipe.
This thing here, this is called a rain chain. Can you guys say rain chain?
Rain chain.
And rain chains are super awesome because they support this idea of always sending the water back into the ground, okay? We always want to send the water back into the ground because the earth knows how to deal with it. Now, this is called a rain barrel. Can you guys say rain barrel?
Rain barrel.
And rain barrels are super awesome because they capture and store rainwater. Now,
Like this.
yeah, there it is.
Guess what? Your job is to teach your parents that we can do this. We can make our neighborhoods better, safer.
Thank you, Andy.
Bye, you guys. Have a great tour.
You guys follow me this way.
You have a question?
Down, nothing ever feels the same.
This is Elmer Avenue, Green Street. The community came together, the cities and the agencies, the nonprofit groups, everybody came together to develop a project, demonstration project, to show what's possible.
When it rained in this neighborhood, it was awful. We had tons of floods. You could barely walk in the street. Literally, the water would come up to your knees. So the kids, well, you couldn't really play in the street.
I love how well this swale is held up.
This street used to flood, and now it's being addressed. The water is being captured and put underground to replenish the groundwater.
What really excites me about this, seeing this street, is it showcases the total change in paradigm that we had envisioned.
Yes, it's amazing.
The kids couldn't get to school. They couldn't get out of their homes.
I was living here in the neighborhood when they first started talking about, the TreePeople came around and started talking about the project. And, at first we were all iffy about it, like, you're gonna come in and you're gonna clean up our street, really?
We've created the creek that was probably here under the street, along the street, and biomimicked a creek. It's now a treatment wetland or a bioswale.
It is watering the plants, it's filtering the water through the bioseals and rain gardens that you see, and percolating that to the groundwater recharge. So later on, if we need water, we could, tap to that groundwater.
It actually comes into a cut right here from the street, flows in, and is captured, filtered, and sunken into the ground.
Oh, it was a huge difference when the first rain fell. No more flooding in the street.
And this is the exciting time because we're trying to change what we're doing, and this is a great place to do it. Because over time, we've paved the city and we made the city into this concrete jungle. And now we're trying to make it more healthy, bring the watershed back to its health, bringing nature back so we can become more sustainable.
We're in what is considered South Central LA. We're a community with a lot of strengths, you know, and a lot of really good things to offer, but a community with a lot of needs as well.
Streets, fig trees, complete, black tar.
We have about 822 students from pre-K through 5th grade. We're 100% Title I, which means that we're low income.
A project was started at Main Street Elementary School a couple of years ago, where we had the permission of Los Angeles Unified to pull up a bunch of asphalt and concrete to put in this forest behind you. But the only way the forest can be maintained is to have a team that promised to maintain it on a daily or weekly basis.
With having parents, you know, work on literally, you know, putting in roots into the soil here on this campus, they are literally doing that and helping, you know, the urban forests grow, but definitely they're also investing in the school.
This is a good thing because it brings us together and our relationships become stronger when we work together, and we provide a safer environment for our children.
So this is a very safe way and a very positive way to open up that dialogue and open up, you know, and have those relationships established. And definitely from here, more will grow, both in this space, but also in the community, in our relationships with the community.
One of the things that brings me tremendous joy in seeing them is not just the adults having community, but the children having community with each other.
I think that there is definitely something intangible when you're talking about being in a space with living things, especially when you couple that with children.
I see them walking on the stumps and playing with each other, holding each other's hands as they navigate the stumps and the boulders. There's just a sweetness and a joy that this forest has brought. And this used to be a flood zone. This area used to completely flood before this forest was here. And now, when it rains, not only do the trees capture the water, it soaks in through the mulch, but we've got this gorgeous river, and it flows through the river and gets absorbed into our groundwater versus going straight out to the storm drains. And so we got to witness nature working here in a very urban environment, and it was a real triumph.
Yeah, we all came out.
We all came out. It was great. Oh my God, it works! It works. It's working, and everything's growing.
Everybody needs to say, I count. I make a difference. That's why we're fed. That's why we're here. So seeing these lessons has, you know, driven me that our work is to engage people and trees. And guess what? We discovered there was one word. They're inseparable.
When we plant the tree, it's the first time that the tree really touches earth because of the soil, and we gather around, we hold our hands, and we'll sing and we'll welcome it, and we get to name the tree.
Really loud, right? Okay, ready? Trees need people. People need trees. Welcome, Sophie.
Inside these branches, I could find home. Even though you think I should have a chance to roam. How many more lights do I have for this poem?
For the Visionaries, I'm Sam Waterston.
Visionaries is brought to you in partnership with Harvard Kennedy School's Ash Center for Democratic Governance and Innovation, and through the generosity of Frank and Barbara Manley, Tom Hormel, the Parker Family Foundation, Nebraska Tourism Commission, Rogers, Our Passion is Building, Advantage Fitness Products, PNC Bank, Grand Island Chamber of Commerce, and from the generous support of the following: